So abbiamo bought the new Armani Acqua di Gio Elixir, and this is actually the first Acqua di Gio that I bought in quite a while. I believe I missed out on Profondo Eau de Parfum or Parfum, and honestly, I mean, those might smell amazing. I haven't tried them, the newest ones, but I haven't felt sort of compelled to try them because it feels like they're basically doing the same thing but in slightly different ways. This, however, the Elixir, I'm hoping for it to be an absolute banger. So I'm gonna open it up and share my thoughts on it with you. But before I begin, I just wanna say that the prices are just insane right now. I paid for 50 ml of a freshie around 160 bucks. I think that's way too high. So I believe the notes are bergamot, nutmeg and green mandarin at the top. At the heart of it we have violet leaf and water notes. Base notes we have leather, patchouli, vetiver and labdanum. So this is going to be exciting for sure. Let's try it up in the air first. Okay, this is based on my very first spray. Up in the air, not on skin. This gives me vibes of the OG, but done in a modern way. You get a bit of citrusy freshness in the opening, but that part of it is not too sharp or too bright. It actually feels quite smooth, together with slightly warm, sort of a spiciness. And when it comes to the opening, at least up in the air, I really like it. So let's try on skin. Okay, so the spiciness on the spicy part of it on skin is actually a bit warmer. So this opens up with a super smooth dose of citrusy freshness. Its citrusy freshness compared to some of the previous ones that I have is not as intensely bright and fresh. And you have a bit of spicy warmth in the opening as well, making this, giving this a slightly different, slightly darker feel compared to some of the other flankers. And much like up in the air, on skin, I really like the opening as well. The mids to me is basically a mix of that sort of a classic Acqua di Gio freshness. However, in here, I do not feel it's as intensely citrusy and aquatic, bright and fresh as some of the previous flankers. There's something that makes it smoother than some of the previous ones, but not as intensely fresh. And you have like a soft hint of violet peeking through as well. The violet leaf here, at least to my nose and at least based on this first impression, is not a super intense or super loud one. It's prominent but of the soft kind. And the dry down to me is interesting. A super soft dose of leather. So if you compare the leather in Acqua di Gio Elixir to other leather focused scents, you will clearly see the difference in that the leather in Acqua di Gio Elixir is not a super intense one. Soft dose of leather together with aquatic freshness, but once again the aquatic freshness is not as intensely fresh or bright as some of the previous flankers. So this is indeed a darker version of Acqua di Gio. So the dry down basically aquatic fresh, but the freshness of it is not super intense or super bright. You have a smooth and quite soft dose of leather, what I would say as a leather freak, a mass appealing dose of soft leather. And you have a tiny bit of vetiver as well, and you have a bit of woodiness. So here are my initial thoughts on the vibe of Acqua di Gio Elixir. This is a freshie, but a freshie with a twist. In a way, this is a bit sexier than some of the other flankers. And in a way, this is also a bit more sort of a classy and elegant. So something for those summer night owls. So here are my initial thoughts on the performance of it. Obviously, I do need to wear it more, I just open it up, but based on how it oozes from my skin and how it lingers in the air around me, I don't feel this is a super weak fragrance. But my experience with the Acqua di Gios is that pretty much none of them is beast mode or anything like that. So don't expect this one to be super strong. But I do have Acqua di Gios that I feel, again, just based on this first impression, are weaker than this. So here are my initial thoughts on usage. So like seasons and occasions, this is a freshie. It's not as intensely fresh and bright as some of the previous Acqua di Gio flankers, but this is still a freshie but with a twist. So seasons, primarily spring and summer, but I mean this is a freshie that you can use throughout the year. As for occasions, obviously whenever you want a fresh scent on you, but I'm gonna say this is a freshie more for, let's say, summer night out and maybe less for going to the gym. But with that said, this is a freshie, and a freshie is definitely something you can use to most occasions. So here are my thoughts on compliments and mass appeal. This is a freshie with a twist, and some are going to enjoy that twist a bit more than the sort of a regular freshies, at least if you compare this to like Profondo and some of the other ones in the line. And since it's not as intensely fresh and bright as some of the previous ones, this to some will be slightly less likable. But overall, mass appealing is what Armani does. And this is another mass appealing freshie, but perhaps not as mass appealing as some of the other flankers. So who's Acqua di Gio Elixir for? I think that if you are a die-hard Acqua di Gio fan, then you would probably like this. However, I'm gonna say that this is not as likable and mass appealing as, let's say, Profondo, mostly because of its slightly darker scent profile. So I'm gonna suggest that you do not blind buy this one for two reasons, mainly because of its sort of slightly darker scent profile, slightly less intensely fresh scent profile, but also because of the price. The drawdown is less intensely fresh than some of the previous Acqua di Gios, and more about that soft leather, a soft kind of woodiness, and a less intensely fresh kind of aquatic freshness, which makes this perfect for someone who enjoys just that. But if you're someone who buys a freshie because you want it to be super fresh in different ways, then I feel this might not be something for you. And last, but definitely not least, if you're someone who absolutely dislikes any kind of violet, and with any kind, I mean of any kind of intensity, then yeah, definitely stay away. Even though I do feel that that part of Acqua di Gio Elixir is quite a soft one, you still have that in here. So what are some of the alternatives to Acqua di Gio Elixir? I mean, the main one, obviously, one of my absolute favorites. You know it if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe right now. Thank you. Obviously, Profondo. This is the Acqua di Gio that I feel you really can't go wrong with. It's basically a super smooth dose of that Acqua di Gio freshness, a modern version of that Acqua di Gio freshness. This is super mass appealing and a freshie I feel that you can't go wrong with. The next alternative is going to be Acqua di Gio Parfum. For more on this one, I do suggest to check out my summer videos or my review of it. And if you're into leather and think you would enjoy a combination of leather together with what I think is a unique kind of aquatic freshness, then you really gotta check out Kenzo Homme. This is the Eau de Parfum. I'm gonna link to my comparison of all three Kenzo Hommes, so make sure you check that out. With that said, these two are so far apart, but this is sort of a fresh fragrance with a combination of leather and aquatic freshness. My final thoughts based on this first impression, I really feel that I gotta do a full review of Acqua di Gio Elixir. But based on this first impression, the more I've smelled this, the more I'm getting hints, just a hint, of one of my Acqua di Gios that I absolutely love, the Essenza. Something in Elixir reminds me of Essenza. However, these two are not the same, and this, at least based on this first impression, is not as epic as Essenza. And this is almost like a mix of Parfum with Essenza, but made darker, smoother, and also more focused on that sort of a soft leather, a bit of woodiness, and a sort of a darker kind of aquatic freshness. This was an interesting one for sure. I definitely like it, and I'm glad I bought it. However, I do feel that the opening of it really impressed me more than the dry down. The opening, I was like, wow, I really enjoy this. The dry down smells good, but the dry down lacks what I felt was fantastic about the opening, and the dry down is not sort of intensely fresh. So I do enjoy this darker, bit sort of a sexier and more elegant version. This is such a hard one to explain because there's something, and I think it's the same something that remind me of Essenza that I feel is absolutely fantastic, but there's something also in the dry down that makes me less excited about it. But with that said, number one, do not blind buy this. Put your nose to it and make up your own mind, and let me know in the comments how you feel about it. So I want to know how you feel about the new Acqua di Gio Elixir. Are you blown away? Do you feel this is the best Acqua di Gio ever made? Or do you feel it's a bad release? Is it mid? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like on this video. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that notification bell, and make sure you check out the videos over there, and I'll see you in the next one.